Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the In-Depth series. My name is Pooja Devedi. Google Doodle recently paid tributes to Fatima Sheikh. Who is Fatima Sheikh? We do not know her, right? We do not know much about her. We know a meager contribution which has been undermined since the past many years. Fatima Sheikh tends to find her due respect in history nowadays. We will discuss about Fatima Sheikh. Fatima Sheikh is a historic icon. She went through a lot to uphold her thought process and ideology and also implementing it very well with Savitibai Phule. 3rd January is the birthday of Savitibai Phule. Recently, the Prime Minister, through a tweet, paid tributes to her. Even though she had an anti-Brahminical ideologies, RSS also paid tributes to her. But what about Fatima Sheikh? Fatima Sheikh had an equal role in ensuring that women of India become educationally empowered. Now, we of course have to talk about her. These are the many topics that we are going to discuss step by step. First of all, we are going to talk about Fatima Sheikh. It is said that 9th January is the birthday of Fatima Sheikh. Did you know that? Now recently, 192nd birth anniversary was celebrated by Google Doodle. She was a pioneering teacher, anti-caste activist and also proponent of girls' education. She was a 19th century social reformer in Maharashtra along with Savitribai Phule. She started the first girls' school in the country along with Savitribai Phule. Moving ahead, let's talk about their friendship. They met during a teachers training program. It was conducted by American missionary Cynthia Farrar. They bonded over their political outlook, also the mission to educate those who were downtrodden, especially girls. In that era, it was a mighty challenge because upper caste Hindus and Orthodox Muslims they might not have seen eye to eye on many occasions, but when it comes to girls' education, they became one. And in 1848, Savitribai Phule, Fatima and Jyoti Rao, they opened the first school for girls inside the premises of Fatima's home in Pune. And also, Fatima Sheikh, Savitribai Phule, Jyoti Rao Phule, along with Cynthia Farrar, who was conducting education programs in Ahmedabad, they all started this mission that we must educate our girls. So other schools for Dalits and women also followed after that. Fatima and Savitribai went to individual families across the town in attempts to persuade them to send their girls to school in order to educate them. Now, they went through a lot of things in order to, ensure that this mission is sustained. A conservative bastion of Marathi culture and tradition in Pune were against this very act of trying to educate the underprivileged, the Dalits, downtrodden and girls as well. This caused an uproar. The women, Savitribai Phule and Fatima Sheikh, they would often have stones and pieces of dung thrown on them when they walked through the street. Also, this was all done by upper caste Hindus and Orthodox Muslims. Under a lot of pressure, Jyoti Rao's father evicted Savitribai and Jyoti Rao from the family home in the late 1840s. Now, where will they go? Where will they find shelter? So, they found shelter in the home of Mia Osman Sheikh, the brother of Fatima Sheikh, and they would live there till 1856. Fatima Sheikh and her brother stood strongly with the Phules at times when their own kin were against them. Moving ahead, now let's talk about why was she forgotten. There are many reasons, mainly 3 reasons why was she forgotten. Why was she not given her due place in history? See, Fatima Sheikh never wrote anything about her. Diary, treatise, or what she has done in her work in the field, which she had so close to her heart. That is why we know very little about her. Whereas if we compare them to Jyoti Rao Phule and Savitribai, they wrote a lot. Poems, books, treatise and whatnot. So we have corroborational support for talking about them. Savitribai and Jyoti Rao Phule fit well in the anti-caste social movement, and that was, of course, they belong to Maharashtra, from where B.R. Ambedkar also emerged as one of the anti-caste icons. So they fit well with the narrative. But Fatima Sheikh, for some reason that is still unknown, could not fit well in these sentiments. That, of course, had to be talked with the historians. Why was this done? A range of authors, Gail Omwet and Rosalind O. Hanlon, they have documented their contributions in the sphere. I mean, Jyoti Rao's and Savitribai's contribution in the sphere of girls' education and the education for the downtrodden. Even Dr. B.R. Ambedkar dedicated his book, Who Were the Shudras, to Jyoti Rao Phule. But that did not sit well. That was not done for Fatima Sheikh. The Dalit Bahujan movement largely ignored contributions of Fatima Sheikh. Not even, if I'm going to talk like that, I can also say that even Muslim scholars largely ignored the contributions of Fatima Sheikh. Sir Syed Ali Khan's contributions were very well upheld. But the reason that she was a woman and she worked for the empowerment of girls did not gel well with the Orthodox Muslims who were writing histories back then. So all these are certain reasons. But recently the statue of Fatima Sheikh was unveiled on the premises of Zilla Parishad Urdu Hindi School in the town of Ganur in Andhra Pradesh. Earlier, the Andhra Pradesh government had included a lesson on Fatima Sheikh's contribution in the class 8 textbook. So we can safely say that she has not been given her due place in history. What do you think? Tell me in the comment segment. Also, let me take the names of those who have answered my last question correctly of the in-depth series. Just give me a moment and I will take the names of the students. So yes, many of you have answered it correctly. 17th edition it was. Shirley Puneet, Nimmakuri and Vaishnavi Daksha Kori. Daksha Kori have commented after a long time, I guess. Welcome back. Keshika, Simran, Laishram, Pratima Chanu, Guddu, VKS, Sakshi, Abhay, Akansha, Ramveer, Anjali. Other than them, Abhi, Utkarsh, Vivek, Kisle, Pallavi, Bala, Srinivas, Tushita, Amandeep, Vidushi, Anut Singh Chauhan, Shweta Bhoj, then Sarat, Vikas Kumar, also Shifa, Bhargavi, Shanti, Sagarika, Laishram, Pratima Chanu. So thank you so much for answering the last question. I'm going to attest another question. That's it. Stay engaged, stay updated.